workout for you today. This workout is about 20 minutes long, which I think is perfect. It's a little extra focus on the hamstrings, the biceps of your legs. If you think about it, because we've got like a hinge joint like your elbow, and your bicep is here, your hamstring's kind of similar. Just, little hamstring info for you there. All right, so let's start in a deep squat. Put the elbows into the inner thighs here. We're gonna drop down, and then while you're down here, I want you to bring your right arm up. Look at that hand. And then we're gonna switch sides. And then you're gonna straighten the legs out as much as you can. You can keep a soft bend in them, but you're gonna get that hamstring stretched out there. Dropping back down. Each rep, we're trying to get just a little bit bigger range of motion as we ease our way into this whole working out thing. I don't know if you're doing this in the morning or the afternoon, but I spent a little bit of today, a little extra bit of today sitting, so I'm actually really excited to move today and get a workout in. So this is gonna be lovely. I say that now. I'm sure that I'll complain once we're in it. This is the last one. Let's get one more, a little straighten out there for those hamstrings. Awesome. You're gonna come down onto one knee. And we're gonna do some circles off of that back hip. This looks a little awkward, but it feels kind of nice. Loosen up the hip flexor. Speaking of sitting. It's weird without music.
Okay.
Switch sides. So from now on, Justine's going to serenade me while I work out. That's going to be the...
I added music to the last one. It's funny because in the video you're like, there's no music. But it's funny because there is music.
Oh, that's funny.
We'll add it in later.
All right, let's go to hands and knees. And you're going to keep your hands straight. I want your back flat, so make sure that you're not swaying through it. And keep the chin tucked, and you're just going to let your shoulder blades come together and then push them away from each other. Nice little scapular push-up. Getting things moving here. You've been hunched over a screen. This is a nice one. If your shoulders give you some trouble, this is a good one. And then while we're here, let's do some bird dogs, but I want you to kind of hold for a couple extra seconds. Feel the heat in the glutes and the shoulders. And then return. And then other side. Nice flat back here. Think about pushing your heel towards the wall instead of up. And that's going to help you keep that back flat. And again, we'll do about 3 on each side, holding about 3 seconds. Nice, that's 2. And we got 1 more on the side. Scoot that belly button up to the ribs, bracing through the core. I feel like if I do a bad bird dog, Justine is going to murder me. And then let's go up into a downward dog. Walk those hands to the feet. And we'll come up to standing. And we're going to do a lateral lunge, bringing the arms up, and then to the other side. We can stick with, if you're short on space, you can always just do one side and then switch. My neighbor's dogs, they come out guns a-blazing every time they come out. They're like, who am I gonna bark at? I don't care. I'm gonna bark. They're really cute though. All right, I think we should get these shenanigans on the road. And you know what? I'd say just grab 2 sets of dumbbells, a lighter set and a heavier set. And rather than me taking you through the whole circuit, we're just gonna do it together. Alrighty, so these are 30 seconds on, 15 seconds off. We're gonna do 1 complete round, we'll take a little break, and repeat. We've got 4 rounds of this. So we're starting in 10 seconds. The first exercise is a high pull, so hinge at the hips, pulling up from the side, looks like so. And we're gonna get going and go. So elbows should lead on these. And you're really driving with your hips. I'm not just like using my shoulders, it's the momentum from my hips. kind of like a kettlebell swing in that respect. I'm going to come forward again. Hands end up. Sorry for the graphic detail here about nipple height. And then the elbows should end up about shoulder height or higher. All right, good. We have a 15-second break. Next one, you're going to take that weight, step back, pass under, step back, pass under. Mind blown. All right, and go. One thing I really love about these is they make you have a full range of motion. If you tend to not lower your knee very low, you're gonna have to bend over. So you really gotta work on getting that knee down, keeping that chest up. Resist the urge to pass the dumbbell when your feet are together. It only ever gets passed when you go under your leg. All right, cool. Well, these are harder to do when you're talking. This is a weird one. I don't even know what to call it. I have no name for it. You're gonna go back like a single leg deadlift, and then you're gonna come up in a little jump. So back like a single leg deadlift, come up. You don't have to come up. You can just go like so. And other option is to just stay with that back foot down. So pick the right option for you. We want to be challenged with our balance, but not be spending the whole time. Switch legs, falling all over the place. I actually really like these. Whee! Woo! All right. We're giving those legs a break, giving those lungs a break. We're going to do some bicep curls next. That's going to start in 5 seconds. I'm choosing a little lighter weight for those than I have for the other exercises. And coming up, back down. On your bicep curls, your elbows should not be moving, so they shouldn't go behind you and then out in front of you. And it really does help to get a full stretch of your muscles. So you want to come all the way down at the bottom, because that's when you get that full muscle stretched out. 3 seconds. All right. And then lastly, we've got an inchworm. If your wrists are not great for this, you can do an elbow plank instead. We're going to bend the knees a little, hands come to the feet, walk out into a full plank, walk those hands back to the feet. You can stay down or stand up in between each one. Do try to take really nice, small, controlled steps with those hands. A lot of people, I think, try to skip through it with, 2 big movements of their hands. All right, great. That was your first round. You can grab a little drink. I don't know if we need a full minute here. I can probably make it without any water on the first set. So we're going to the high pulls next. We're going to start in 10 seconds. I got my heavier weights for those. I almost like a heavier weight for this because you do really want to feel what it's like to have that energy come from your hips and not from your upper body. If the weight's too light, then you're just going to lift it with your arms. Woo! I'm not going to talk a lot when I do these. Remember to squeeze your butt as you come up. And keep your chin tucked when you push your hips back. 3 seconds. And good. All right, pass under lunge. Woo-hoo. I'm liking those breaks now. All right, 3, 2, 1, and go. Keep that chest up. This is a great kettlebell exercise. So if you do have a kettlebell and you want to use this, use that for this, you can. I just didn't want to demo with that because I didn't want anyone freaking out being like, oh no, I don't have a kettlebell. I can't do it. You can. Woo-hoo. 5 seconds. All right, good. Single leg jump swings. Do you have a name for these, Justine?
I know that I've assigned them before. I've done them in classes, and it's been a really long time. Oh, we'll think of something.
I feel like it's good for tennis.
Yeah, it is like a plyometric deadlift, single leg deadlift,
Good
really.
sides. Yeah. Remember, you can keep that foot down if you need to. We're just working on moving fairly quickly here. All right, excellent. Bicep curls. Let's try the 15s. I don't know if I can do this. And go. It's only 30 seconds. Famous last words.
I'm zooming in on your biceps.
Halfway. Sometimes if it gets hard with bicep curls and I need a little, I call it body English, I just make sure that the eccentric is nice and controlled. You can still get a lot out of that part of the movement. All right, I'm gonna speed the inchworms up a little this time. So if you can, you're gonna do that. If you can't do these inchworms, remember you can plank. 3, 2, 1, and go. You'll get to hear my little hands pitter patter. Don't forget to breathe in these. This is a position that's really easy to hold your breath. I will also say you can widen your stance if you need to. If bending over is a little bit of a struggle, give that a try and that might be a little easier for you. Okay, cool. Round 2 down. Oh. All right, I'm gonna grab a little sip since we're at the halfway point here with my Swole Sisters sticker on my water bottle. Awesome water product placement. Okay, round number 3. I think this is a nice shorty that's gonna leave you energized but not dying. And that's always lovely. And go. Just wanna get my heart rate up a little bit, sweat, move, and then still feel like I can lift my arms and get off the toilet afterwards. Halfway. I even on these come like up onto my toes because I'm powering myself forward. 5 seconds. All right, that's good. Pass on to lunge. We got about 5 more seconds of rest before those. And go. So, right leg goes back, pass. Only passing when you're stepping. It's really easy to then pass it again. But you know what? If you get it mixed up, it's really okay. It's still the same thing. You're still keeping the chest up, dropping nice and low, driving through the heel on the way up. 5 more seconds. 2 and 1. All right. Plyometric SLRDL. That's what we're going to call it. Plyometric single leg RDL. Woo. Couple more on this side and then we'll switch. All right, other side. 15s. Don't judge me if I drop down. All right, 3, 2, 1, and go. Beach muscles. I feel like I haven't done beach muscles in a while. As you get tired, keep those shoulders from rounding forward. We're halfway. I'm switching back down to the 10s because it was going to get ugly. Rather have a lighter weight in good form. All right, excellent. Inchworms. Last one. This workout could make a good little finisher too. Just a couple rounds instead of 4. All right, and go. Remember when you're in that plank position to keep your hips from sinking. A lot of times people get into the plank and they drop their hips. Ten seconds. We're gonna have one more round after this. You guys are doing awesome. All right, the collective, you guys. All right, I'm gonna give you a moment to grab a sip of water. I'd rather have a good rest and work hard in the set than go from one exercise to the next and start to get so tired you're doing things sloppy. Okay, final round. Time flies when you are having this much fun. All right, high pulls are first, starting in about 3 seconds, and go. So remembering to breathe, especially on these power movements. Less than 10. Keep those glutes tight as you come up. Keep that back flat. All right, excellent. Lunges. I like these because they distract me from the fact that I'm lunging because I'm thinking about passing the dumbbell. 3, 2, and 1. It's like a plank where you're doing something. So my back knee ends up hitting the floor. It's funny, whenever I say back knee, I always think of back knee, like back acne. Really gross. And now that's gonna happen for you whenever you hear back knee. So you're welcome. I've really just given you the gift. The gift of back knee. Ah. Oh my goodness. All right. Last set of these. SLRDL. And go. So remember, hips shift back, not just diving forward. And then your hips are going to drive forward on the way up. Let's switch sides. Every once in a while I need a little reset. Last one. All right, we're getting there. Bicep curls. Whew. Starting in 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Even if your weight feels a little light, really concentrate on squeezing those biceps as you come up. Full stretch on the way down. Less than 10 seconds to go. Okay, I'm gonna give you a challenge if you want it on the last round of inchworms. Keep one foot in the air as you do it. All right, so that looks like as this foot goes up, still walking down, and then walking back, and then I'll switch halfway. A little more balance. Can feel a little more burn in the leg. Switch legs. Gotta stand up for that. Woo! A little slower when I do it that way. All right. Awesome. Well, that was a good quick one for you. Thanks.